And we can load from our last save. So, how's it going, everyone? Alright, so we left off basically getting ready to go to the next part of, Chapter 5. The next half of our field study. Before we go, of course, let's talk to everyone. Lady Laura, the three of us made lunch for you, so please take it. Thank you. I'm sure it'll be delicious. We hope you enjoy it. Oh, and we packed enough for your lady friends, too. Wait, what about us? You did muster up an admirable performance yesterday, I suppose. But don't forget, we won't forgive you if you get too close to Lady Laura. Unless you blitherly forget, take these as our helpful reminder. I don't think I need the wind to clue me in. No, I don't think I need the wind to clue me into what they're implying. Must this petulant gaggle be annoying right to the very end? Let's see if there's anything to buy real quick before I get the fuck out of Dodge. I have that. I have that. Alright, nothing to buy from you. Didn't mean to do that. Well, that's gone now. Alright, and with that, it's time to get the fuck out of Dodge. We still seem to have a little time before the next train leaves. What should we do? It might be best to just wait in the station until the train arrives. Yeah, let's go wait inside. We need to buy our tickets for the trip to Gorelia Fortress, too. Hey, Eustace, wanna buy me some snacks? Buy your own food. Lively as ever, I see. Let's head in then. Cat. Ooh, I can see the castle for a second there. Wait, it's gone again? Well, the forest is quite dense around here. Still, we saw a lot of weird things in that castle. It was one thing after another from the moment we walked through the door. What are you looking at me for? Never mind. That was pretty great. Do you have this much fun on all your field studies? I just wish it was a little longer. Those 2 days went by so quickly. Well, the field study isn't over. We're on our way to our next location, so don't relax just yet. It looks like I must say farewell to GLEGaming once again, for the time being. I wasn't expecting to. 1 second. I just need to up my fan under my desk because it's getting hot. I wasn't expecting to, but I can't help but feel a little homesick already. And I can understand why. It was a really welcoming place. I didn't even get the sense that social classes were keeping people apart. True. It seems like a place that we nobles could learn from. I'd definitely like to visit again in the future. It would be great to bring Fee and the others next time too. You're all more than welcome in GLEGaming anytime. I can only hope I'll continue to learn and grow between now and when I next return. Alright, let's go over our schedule again. We're currently en route to Keldek. We're currently en route to Keldek, where we'll rendezvous with Group B. From there, we'll take the Transcontinental Railroad to Aurelia Fortress on the Empire's eastern border. Aurelia Fortress is one of the Imperial Army's largest strongholds. It's sometimes referred to as the wall that protects the nation from the threat of the Calvard Republic. I've heard it's ludicrously gigantic, almost an icon of military excess. It also houses the two railway guns, and has a military exercise ground on the premise. Weren't those the weapons that Gwyn said he regretted constructing? Yeah. They're the two massive orbital cannons pointed towards the east at Calvard. Or more specifically, they're aimed at the buffer zone between us and them, Crossbell State. They are pretty crazy, yeah. It's like you're looking at a mountain of iron. I was pretty overwhelmed when I first saw them. Wait. You've actually seen the railway guns in person? Yeah. Gramps took Claire, Lecter, and me to see them this one time. These are the mightiest weapons wrought by the hands of man since the Great Collapse. I want you to consider what it means that such weapons have been placed here. Well, something like that anyway. To consider what it means. He has a flair for the dramatic. I'll give him that. Come to think of it, today's the day, isn't it? The day that the Chancellor is scheduled to depart for Crossbell with Prince Olivert. Guess the trade conference kind of snuck up on us, huh? I think that's where Lecter's going too. I want to go to Crossbell. There's supposed to be this really famous theater group there, and they have a huge theme park, right? That's what I've heard. Though you probably know more about it than I do. Apparently, President Toa is going as part of the entourage to further her studies. Really? She never fails to impress. I hear she's been getting job offers from a bunch of different from a bunch of different companies ready to hire her right after graduation. Well, she does merit the high esteem people lavish on her. She's the pride of the academy. Oh, yep. One moment. If it did that, that means that the update did not fix the, that means the update didn't fix the one issue that I have still with the with this card in my PS5 and 1080 and being above 1080p. I really don't know if it's the HDMI cable or if it's just the capture card does not like 1080p. I'm gonna have to get a higher quality HDMI cable and test this out. What's going on here? All the security feels kind of ominous. It seems the railway military police is guarding the opposite platform. Yeah, I wonder if...
Well, isn't this quite the coincidence?
Oh, hey, Claire.
Captain Claire!
It's Claire! Did you come to see me?
Just a coincidence, I'm afraid. Eisengraf will be passing through here soon, so this station's operating under heightened security.
Oh, right!
Still, I'm happy to see you again. It's been, what, 2 months since I last saw you?
She really is attached to Captain Claire. Yeah, almost like sisters. Hard to believe both of them are Iron Bloods. At any rate, good day, everyone. Let me thank you again for all your help during the recent crisis in Heimdall. Don't worry about it. We simply did our duty as citizens of the Empire. More importantly, what's the meaning of all this extra security? And what is this Eisengraf you mentioned? As an Iron Count, right? You'll see what I mean soon enough. A special express train will momentarily be passing by Platform 1. This train will be passing through at high speed, so travelers on the platform are advised to exercise caution. Special express train? It couldn't be. Right on time. Whee! Hi, Toa. There's Toa, and there's Prince Olivert. So, that was the Eisengraf. Come to think of it, I've heard rumors of a special Crimson train. It's supposedly reserved for use by members of the Imperial government. I've been on it before. It's really fast. It's pretty fancy inside, too. The Eisengraf, or the Iron Count, in the common parlance, was so titled in honor of Chancellor Osborne himself. Well, I do hear him called the Blood and Iron Chancellor all the time. so I can understand the iron part. But isn't the Chancellor a commoner by birth? He is indeed. However, he was granted the title of Count by His Majesty when he was made Chancellor 11 years ago. Supposedly, that's what led to the train being given its name shortly thereafter. I see. I doubt he, of all people, sees any worth in titles or peerage. Rain? Yeah. Is something bothering you? Your attention seems elsewhere. Still feeling tired after yesterday? No, not really. I just happened to catch a glance of Toa and Prince Olivert on the train as it passed by. Wow, I'm surprised you can even make them out. You must have a hawk's eye to be able to see them when the Eisengraph whooshed by so quickly. Nah, it was probably just a coincidence. It was more than just a glance, though. I could see them clearly, in detail. What was that just now? Well, as long as you're not feeling unwell. We would like to thank all passengers for their cooperation with today's security measures. Transcontinental Railroad service bound for Crossbell State now arriving on Platform 2. Here it comes. Yeah, looks like we didn't have to wait long after all. Hey, there they are. Reen, over here. Come on. We haven't got all day. And we saved you some seats. Well, if you'll excuse us, Captain. See you later, Claire. Of course. Have a safe trip, everyone. Whoa! Who's that classy looking babe? I should have just stayed on the train. Oh, excuse me. We've received word from Squad 8. No unusual movement has been detected near the Twin Dragons Bridge. We've also received word from Squad 21. They report all high-speed armored cars are in position. Understood. Remain vigilant until the Eisengraph is finished passing through. Once it reaches Crossbell City, have all squads switch to Phase Z. Yes, ma'am. Are you sure the Imperial Liberation Front will show themselves? They will. I'm certain of it. I see. It sounds like Group A had quite an eventful couple of days too. Yeah. Though I find it kind of hard to believe you could have seen the ghost of Leanne Sandlot. That's ridiculous. Are you sure you weren't just hallucinating or something? You can think whatever you'd like. We totally saw her, I swear. Well, ghost or not. There was definitely someone there besides us. Anyway, that's enough about ghosts and spirits for the time being. I'm more concerned about the affairs of the living. Like where Toval and the Radiant Blade Master went. It sounds like Duke Cayenne is up to something too. And he's not someone we can afford to take lightly. We didn't run into anything like that in the Jirai special economic zone. Though I guess that makes sense, seeing as it's under the direct control of the Imperial government, not a noble. I seem to recall that it was annexed 8 years ago. Is that right? Yeah. The Empire stitched it. Why is reading difficult? Oh, I haven't said that in forever. Yeah, the Empire stitched it on nice and neat, without much opposition. Now it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seems like a pretty lively place. And the revenue generated from taxes there goes directly to the Imperial government's coffers, instead of the pockets of the nobility. It's hardly a mystery why the reformists think It's hardly a mystery why the reformists think so highly of it. Well, that aside, I'm a little concerned about the upcoming trade conference in Crossbell. Same goes to the Imperial Liberation Front. They've been awfully quiet since that show they put on last month. Now that you mention it, that does seem rather suspicious. Is that related to why we're going to Guerrilla Fortress? Well, it's not the main reason, but it's not entirely unrelated. Let you look forward to finding out all about it when we get to the fortress itself. Anyway, how many of you have passed through Guerrilla Fortress by train before? I see. Just us, huh? I can't wait to see everyone's first reactions. True. Why's that? Well, I've seen it in photographs at least. A camera can't really capture how ridiculous it is. Yep. It's supposed to be this macho gateway to the Empire, but it just seems like it's trying way too hard. What's that supposed to mean? The gateway to the Empire, one of the largest military bases in the country. I look forward to the chance to see it in person then. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. The next stop is Guerrilla Fortress. Guerrilla Fortress. One second. I just realized something. Be advised that all orbital photography is strictly prohibited within the fortress and is punishable by Imperial law. Any attempt at unauthorized recordings may result in the confiscation of your equipment and detention by the authorities. Wow, that's kind of... It sounded pretty severe for a train announcement. Well, we are passing through a military facility. I don't think they're being unreasonable. Do you really think that's the issue here? I'm not sure having that be one of the first things foreign visitors hear gives a very good impression of the country. Oh, we're finally here. What in Adios' name is that? The scale is just... This is Gorelia Fortress? This entire place is built from iron and concrete. Just how much money has the army dumped into building all of this? Yep. That was about as entertaining. That was about as entertaining as I'd hoped. Not that I'm surprised. I thought the same thing when I first saw it. From the Crossbell side, all you can see is a cliff, though. Yeah, but those two railway guns still poke out through it. Hey, instructor. What did you bring us out here to show? What did you bring us out here to show? What else? We're here so you can see the true essence of what makes an army, what comprises the military's strength and forms its foundation, and what other places in the Empire, has that on display as clearly as here. Who are they? Engineers and tradesmen, mostly. You'll see a lot of them around here. Keeping a fortress this size up and running is a full-time job for more than just the military people. So it seems. It's almost like its own town here. On the other side of this fortress. Why did the aspect ratio just freak out all of a sudden? On the other side of the... Or was the aspect ratio freaked out for a good minute when I swapped? Hang on. Did I not notice that the aspect ratio got freaked out when I did this? Nope. It's just the aspect ratio freaked out on that scene. On the other side of the fortress, it's more or less a straight shot to Crossbell City from here, right? To think that such a bustling center of trade is so close to a massive military facility like this. Yeah. Yeah, Crossbell City is only about 30 minutes away by train. From the top of the fortress, you can even see the skyscraper where the trade conference is going to take place.
I see you've arrived.
Oh, Instructor Neidhart!
Good morning, Major Neidhart. Instructor Valestein of Thor's Military Academy, homeroom teacher for Class 7. Reporting the arrival of myself and all students in my care.
Acknowledging your arrival at 11:30 hours. Welcome to Gorelia Fortress. In addition to my teaching duties at the Academy, I hold the rank of Major in the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I'll be acting as your guide, as well as your instructor for special lectures during your time here at the fortress. Now, if you'll follow me.
Including today, you have 2 days remaining in this month's field study. However, we won't be assigning you any tasks during that time. Instead, you'll be participating in a series of special lectures and a field trip. A field trip here? So what exactly does that entail, instructor? At 1400 hours today, a joint military exercise will be taking place at Corellia's Proving Ground. The 4th and 5th Armored Division will both be participating, and you will be observing it. We're going to watch a military exercise? The 4th Armored Division? Huh. The 4th Armored Division is led by none other than Elliot's dad, Lieutenant General Olaf Craig. By all accounts, it's one of the strongest armored divisions in the Imperial Army. And did you know our friend the Major here is the most promising young member? It's true. Moving on. As I said, you'll only be observing this exercise, not actively participating. I imagine that has some of you feeling rather relieved, doesn't it? It does sound like a pretty easy assignment after all. But we'll see how many of you feel the same after experiencing it for yourselves. That's all for me. It's currently 11:50 hours. Lunch has been prepared for you in the mess hall. I'd advise you all to eat. Your field trip isn't something to be undertaken on an empty stomach. Oh, this food. We have salty corned beef. And I think I'm getting a hint of peas from this soup. You could use this bread as a lethal projectile. I do think it wouldn't have hurt to use a few more herbs or flavors in general. Calling this edible would be generous. I've heard plenty of rumors about the food they serve in the Imperial Army, but I wouldn't have guessed they'd all be true. Huh. I didn't think the food they served in the mess hall at Zender Gate was all that bad, though. I don't think it would kill them to serve something a little more appetizing. This is the exact same thing they served when I came here with my class last year. Probably from the same batch too, by the look of it. Really brings back memories. I was pretty surprised the first time my dad brought me to eat here too. Huh, you guys really think it's that bad? It really brings back memories for me too. At least there's some cheese and apple. The food served in the army makes use of common ingredients that are easy to preserve and store. The ingredients used to make all the food on your trays can be easily stockpiled in large quantities. So even if a war were to break out, a meal like this could still be served without any trouble. Ah, so that explains it. I see. So the army serves simple foods all the time to avoid the decrease in morale from wartime rationing. Well, not all the time. However, one can think of this food as a philosophical statement for the continent's strongest army, in the sense that it suggests that soldiers should live and work each day as though a war effort depends on them. Every day? So they should be just as tense during times of peace as during times of war. Well, it's a bit too much mind over matter. Well, it's a bit too much mind over matter idealism for my taste, but it's worth being aware of. And to throw a different perspective into the mix here, the food the provincial army serves is actually pretty good. Good enough that you can't help but wonder how they'd cope if an actual war were to break out. It's not like serving good food means you have a crappy army. I I hear our neighbor LaBeryl serves up pretty tasty food in their army. LaBeryl's army is fairly elite. Probably because the threat of being neighbors to the Empire keeps them tense. I feel a little conflicted hearing you say that. Well, these things are all about finding a good balance. Variety is the spice of life, you know. If you eat nothing but dull, bland food all the time, well, you know what they say, you are what you eat. I could do with fewer of your pithy remarks in my diet, Instructor Valstein. Anyway, as you heard, there's going to be a military exercise at the Proving Ground at 2 in the afternoon today. It's 12:30 right now, so you have an hour to do whatever you like. They'll make an announcement half an hour before, so be sure to listen for it and do whatever it tells you. Understood. So when you say whatever we like, does that mean we can tour the fortress? Of course. You're welcome to roam around as long as you don't poke your nose into any restricted areas. So go ahead and explore. There's plenty worth seeing here, like the command center. Though if you're feeling a little tired from your field study so far, you're welcome to rest in your rooms. It'd be a shame to waste such a valuable opportunity. I suppose I should at least get a general overview of the fortress. Okay. It's just that. Let's see. Looks like this is the fortress's airport. There might come a day when I find myself in a military airship. Well, that ain't foreshadowing. Seems like this is the hangar for tanks and armored cars. It's kind of staggering to see so many of them lined up in one place. I'm not entirely sure how to feel seeing so many Oxens lined up like this. The Rhineford Company makes them. The Rhineford Company makes these, don't they? Unfortunately so. I'm sure they'll be using them for the military exercise too. As far as I can tell, they'll be pitted against the older automated models. That sounds pretty brutal. The older tanks won't stand a chance. Well, that's kind of the point. They want to show off just how easily the Oxens can dominate them. Well, you don't get the chance to go eyes on with this stuff every day. I'll take the opportunity to see for myself just how competent they are. That's just like her. Not looking forward to this. You've never seen military exercises before, right, Reen? Yeah. This will be my first time. I take it you have then. Yeah, my dad's shown me one. My dad's shown me one the last time he brought me out here. He really does want me to join the military, but I really don't think I'll ever be suited for it the way he is. I get where you're coming from. The more I hear about his dad, the more curious I get. Alright, nothing over here. I think maybe we have to come this way later for something, but I don't remember for the life of me. Wow. Can't believe the size of this place. Oh, given the uniform, you must be one of the students from Thor's. Feel free to look around all you like, but try to stay out of our way. We're all incredibly busy at the moment. So if you don't mind, I'd ask you to make your way to the corridor over there instead of hanging around here. Understood. Thank you very much. Might as well head over there. Oh, you're one of those students from Thor's, aren't you? Don't wander off on your own or anything. Security's on high alert because of the trade conference. We're working some pretty rough shifts already. So we don't need you causing us any trouble. So we don't need you causing us any extra trouble. Gaius, are you okay? I'm just kind of shocked by how different the atmosphere here is from Zendergate. While it is a major military base, right on the border of Crossbell, I never imagined it'd be quite this big, though. This place is such a departure from Zendergate that I can hardly believe that this is the same military. Although, perhaps this is the true face of the Imperial Army. This fortress is the very definition of oversized, and that's ignoring the excessive display of military power. I imagine that the posturing is meant to show the Kreutzen provincial army that they could crush them on a whim. I forgot what this place probably means to you and your family. I suppose. While I don't agree with my father's actions, I can't say I'm comfortable with this fortress's presence either. In fact, I find it hard to believe that anyone could sleep peacefully near a fortress like this. Hey, Milliam. God, I keep doing that. Aw, guess you can't see it from here either. No, guess you can't see it from here after all. We'd be able to see it from where the railroad guns are, but they'll get mad if I get too close to them. What are you up to now, Milliam? You know the huge Orcus Tower where they're holding the trade conference? I'm trying to get a good view of it. Oh yeah, they mentioned it in the Imperial Chronicle and on the radio. Can you actually see it from all the way over here? That'd be incredible. Would I ever lie to you? I wish I could have gone with Gramps instead of being stuck on some stupid field study. Why'd you join Class 7 then? Speaking of which, they're going to be holding the keynote session there tomorrow. I wonder what they'll be talking about during it. Most people think it's just so they can decide on finance rules and stuff for Western Zemuria. But I think it's really gonna end up being about who Crossbell belongs to. Knowing Grams, he might even try to get Crossbell to become a part of Arabonia. Seriously? The prince is gonna be there. The prince is gonna be there too, so he'll probably just try to shake everybody up a bit. Unbelievable. Toa's there too, though. So here's hoping that things go well. What's with that kid? I knew we'd be getting visitors from Thor's. But they're older than that, right? How'd she even get in there? Can't go over there. Now let's speed up. Alright, I was over here already. I was over there already. I went over there, so back up here. Give me 1 second. Oh, double wrong buttons this time. I heard about the fortress from my father, but seeing it in person really drives home its incredible scale. Oh yeah, your father helps train the Imperial Army in swordsmanship, doesn't he? I can see why he's so busy. If he's going around training all the soldiers in places this massive. Indeed. I feel like the reality of that is finally sinking in for me as well. I have no idea how his teachings are actually being applied, though. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to find out during today's military training exercise. I'm looking forward to it. The soldiers here seem pretty well trained. Pretty well equipped too, like you'd expect from the Empire's biggest fortress. You'd need to put in some serious prep time if you wanted to topple it. Fee? I'm not sure that's something you should say within earshot of the soldiers. Old habits die hard. There, we got that. Alright, can't go there yet. Oh, hi, Sarah. Oh yeah. Tolval gave me a call about what happened in GLEGam. So you had a mechanical monster show up outside the city limits. Yeah. Tolval looked pretty concerned when we first mentioned it to him too. Do you know anything about them? Well, I'm no stranger to the group that makes them. They go by the name Ouroboros. They're a secret society of sorts that act in the shadows all across the continent. A secret society? We don't know how many members there are, what they're capable of. What they're capable of? Honestly, we don't know much about them at all. What we do know is that what we do know is that they have access to technology more advanced than the most cutting-edge research institutes. And that they've been behind several crises that have threatened to shake the foundation of entire nation states. And these are the people who made those monsters? If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd find it hard to swallow. But there's no denying what we saw out there. Well, you don't need to come to grips with it just yet. We call the mechanical monsters like the one you guys fought archaisms. And lately, it seems like an awful lot of them have made their way onto the black market. There's been one sighting after another these days, all over the Empire and beyond. Wow, that's heavy. Does that mean there's a chance they might be plotting something here in Erebonia? Just in your opinion, I mean. Well, that's the tricky thing about them. Doesn't necessarily mean that at all. There have been cases where we know they put archaisms out into the wild purely to test their abilities, for example. Still, it's something to keep in the back of your mind, at least. Right. I'll be sure to let the others know, too. What do you mean? Ah, right. I forgot that there is actually extra dialogue with all the characters. Whoops. Oh, are you taking a rest, Emma? I did take a short walk around, but everything about this fortress is so imposing. It makes me feel a little faint. I feel you there. Looking at Emma now, it's hard to believe she's the same person who almost single-handedly guided us through that castle. Green? Nah, never mind. But there is one thing that's been bugging me lately, ever since we arrived in GLEGAM. I feel like just out of the corner of my eye, I catch glimpses of this small black shadow following us. But ever since we got to the fortress, I haven't seen it. Really? Maybe you were possessed by something. Possessed? Yikes. It's kind of unsettling, though. It is, isn't it? Whew. I'm glad I told her to go back when we reached Celtic. This fortress is so vast, I could see myself getting lost if I'm not careful. I'm glad I didn't bring her along. What is it? That's the mess hall, that's that. I want... Oh, wait, no, there is upstairs. So you're the students who've come to tour the fortress? Yes, sir. He's wearing an officer's uniform. I wonder if he's... This is Lieutenant General Walters, commander of Gorelia Fortress. He also serves as a division commander for the 5th Armored Division, which is stationed here. Ah, I apologize for not greeting you sooner, sir. Thank you for granting us the opportunity to tour the fortress. It really is an honor. Well, at least you aren't lacking in manners. Hardly built like a soldier, though. I have my doubts that you'd be able to endure the military's training regimen with a physique like that. You sure you're training them properly, Major? My apologies, sir. Though I hear the Academy has a former bracer as their combat instructor. They must really be scraping bottom. I've heard of the Purple Lightning before, of course, but a bracer is still a bracer. Leaving such an important role in the hands of a civilian is ridiculous. The famous Thor's isn't what it used to be. Well, no surprise here. It's like he fills in every box on the checklist for stereotypical Imperial Army soldier. Anyway, as Fortress Commander, allow me to welcome you to Gorelia. Keep in mind, though, that we're constantly on alert for potential threats from the east. I have no problem with your class conducting your field study here, but see that you don't get in the way. Of course, sir. Very well. I'll take my leave here, as I have business to attend to. Whew. He's certainly strict. Well, he is responsible for keeping one of the Empire's most vital defensive fortifications running smoothly. Considering the ongoing tension between the Empire and the Republic, you should be grateful he allowed you to come here at all. I won't forget it. Now I'm afraid I must excuse myself as well. You're welcome to tour the rest of the fortress, but don't try to enter the command center. Of course. Good luck with your work, instructor. I'll see you later then. Alright. I think that's everything now. No, it's not. I haven't found Crow. I found all the core members of Class 7, but I haven't found Crow yet. Ah, and also Machias. Crazy, crazy. It really is night and day. Yeah. It's hard to imagine two places more diametric. 1 second. Sorry about that. Family member needed to ask me something. Yeah, it's hard to imagine two places more diametrically opposed. What's wrong with you? No, what's wrong, you two? Oh, we were just talking about how different this place is to Jirai. Jirai was super lively. This place, I think Crow's having withdrawals. now that we're somewhere without easy access to a casino at all times. I can imagine. It seems like everyone's talking about Jirai these days, though. Was it really that amazing? It was. It was. I didn't know what to expect with the recent annexation by Arabonia, but everything looks fine to me. It has offices, an entertainment district, and all the people I saw were thoroughly enjoying themselves. I'd go as far to say that they're happy to be under the Imperial government's control. I don't know if I'd go that far. Oh? A little bird told me Chancellor Osborne was the one behind the annexation in the first place. It also told me he used some pretty forceful tactics to get them to agree. And of course, most of their tax money takes a brand new detour straight into the Imperial government's pockets. I wouldn't be surprised if he made the annexation happen just to fatten his pocketbook. But paying taxes is fuck. Why is reading difficult? But paying taxes is a citizen's duty. It's only natural that they do so. It's only natural that they do so now that they're under Arabonia's protection, right? Sounds like this is a pretty complicated issue. Okay, now we've pretty much talked to everyone. I think. Well, we'll see once I go back inside. Yep, there we go. This bulletin is to inform all Thor students that preparations for today's military exercises are now complete. Please assemble in the hangar immediately. Your transport is standing by. I repeat. That's Instructor... Oh, that was Instructor Neidhart. Oh well, whatever. That's Instructor Neidhart. The time must have passed more quickly than I thought. I suppose I should start making my way towards the hangar. Maybe I'll run into the others on my way. I swear it's like clown cars. How the hell does that large group fit into those two small tanks? Wow. Wow. Oxen main battle tanks. There are plenty of older model tanks out there too. It even looks like they have airships here. Oh yeah, like the ones we saw in Nord. Welcome. Oh. Oh, that's Elliot's dad. I don't see the family resemblance. Looks like the hair made the jump from father to son, though. Reporting, Lieutenant General. Very good, Neidhart. And Instructor Valstein, I believe. Pleased to meet you. It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lieutenant General Craig. Allow me to extend my deepest thanks for agreeing to cooperate with us for the Academy's curriculum today. Think nothing of it. Many of these fine youngsters may one day hold positions in the Imperial Army, after all. Besides, I owe a lot to old General Van Dyke. Ah, and these must be... What a piercing stare. So this is Craig the Red. Elliot, my boy! It's so good to see you again. Huh? It must be half a year now since I last saw you. How have you been? That's a sharp-looking uniform you've got, too. I've seen the photos, but it looks even better on you in person. Dad, come on. You've still got a long way to go if you want to put on some real muscle. There's a part of me that hopes you'll stay this little cherub forever, but you're a man of Erebonia, and the men of the Empire must be strong, stout, and ready for action. It was for your own good as a man that I held back my tears and enrolled you in the military academy. Dad, I can't breathe. I feel like everything I've been told about him was a lie. There do seem to be some differences from the stories. You kidding me? He seems like a cool dad. What a delightful commanding officer you have, Major. Words fail me. Dad, knock it off. I'll tell Fiona. Moving right along. I'm Lieutenant General Olaf Craig, commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Division. I've been entrusted with the role of overseeing today's joint military exercise. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Likewise, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. You've got one heck of a dad, Elliot. Believe me, I feel it in the bones. Now, let me give you a brief rundown of what will be happening. This exercise will consist of a simulated battle conducted by 2 of our armored divisions. Armored regiments at the formation center, infantry, armored cars, and airships will work in tandem, using their maneuverability to the fullest to obliterate the targets. As our targets today, we'll be using previous model tanks that have been decommissioned from service. Autopilot functionality will allow them to evade and return fire, but they've only been armed with paint bullets. However, all other regiments taking part in today's exercises have been equipped with live ammunition. So you intend to actually destroy the other tanks? Huh. It would hardly be a live fire exercise if we didn't. The current time is 1400 hours. Right on schedule. We'll now begin today's joint military exercise. Armored Divisions 4 and 5 commence combat operations. Glory to the Empire and the Imperial Army. Begin! Fifth Imperial Armored Division. Armored regiments will advance first. Armored car regiments and infantry regiments follow their lead. 4th Armored Division. Armored regiments and infantry regiments advance together. Armored car regiments deploy to the left and right. Whoa! It's certainly potent. So this is the kind of firepower it takes to fight a modern war. You said those tanks are called Oxens? Yeah. They're a type of main battle tank the Reinford Company developed 2 years ago. I've seen their spec sheets, but seeing their power firsthand tells you what numbers and decimal points don't. They might be the strongest heavy tanks on the continent. And the Imperial Army's got a couple hundred of those in the wings, huh? It's kind of crazy. You try fighting things like these head on, you won't stand a chance. That's as true for our own nations as it is for others. I just can't get used to this. Just the sound of the artillery firing is enough to make me start shaking. I don't think that's something you should get used to. I mean, if the sound of guns and warfare ever stops bothering you, I'd be worried. Green? I guess this is another kind of strength. Sorry you had to wait for us to finish. Don't worry about it. We're the guests here, after all. Thank you for your consideration. At the very least, I'd say dinner. At the very least, I'd say dinner's a million times better than lunch was. I mean, it's hashed beef today. That's an Imperial Army tradition, isn't it? Ooh, just the smell's making me hungry. Oh yeah, where'd your instructor go? She's a real looker. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her. She went to see the fortress commander with Instructor Neidhart. She did ask us to eat without her tonight. Oh, right. Well, as she's with Major Neidhart, it's hard to compete with those guys from the 4th Division. It'd be enough if they just had Craig the Red. But they've got the Major too, and he's kinda scary. Like a division of muscleheads. Anyway, we shouldn't keep you tied up any longer. Your hashed beef's gonna get cold. See you tomorrow, guys. Wow, it's actually delicious. It's like night and day compared to what we had for lunch. You're telling me. Oh, come on, guys. What's with all the gloomy faces? You think you guys might have had a bit too rosy of an outlook? What were you expecting to see out there? I'm sure you can understand at least a little of how we feel. It's like, has everything we've learned in our time at the Academy been for nothing? Academics, the arts, individual skills in combat? None of those matter in the slightest in real warfare, do they? It's true. If all you're looking to do is fight a war, you don't need all those. All you'd need is plenty of troops at your command, the latest weaponry, and overwhelming firepower. Assuming you know the tactics to use them well, and a strategy that employs them efficiently, I suppose. The Oxens are even more powerful than I was expecting them to be, too. I remember my mother boasting about their capabilities when she was trying to sell them to the army 2 years ago, but to be honest, I'm feeling somewhat disheartened as well. I can't see there being a place for swords on the battlefield with weapons like those on the front lines. Well, I don't think that means individual combat skill doesn't matter at all. Still, I think maybe we've been misunderstanding something important all this time. What we saw in that military exercise today was power in its purest form. It has no morality of its own. It exists to bring about a result, regardless of the ideals or principles of those who wield it. That's true. In a sense, the same could be said of a sword or a gun. And all the way on up to something as huge as Gorelia's railway guns too. I think I finally understand why they wanted us to watch that military exercise in the first place. They could have taught us in a less roundabout fashion. Well, looks like you didn't wait for me to start the party. Instructor Sarah. So you spoke with the commander? Oh, excuse me. Sure did. I've got up-to-date info on the trade conference too, as well as the latest on the terrorists. So there's new info about the Imperial Liberation Front? Oh, so there's new info on about the Imperial Liberation Front? Anyway, before I get to that, let me explain what you'll be doing tomorrow. In the morning, you're scheduled to participate in the Imperial Army's physical fitness training. In the afternoon, you'll be attending a special lecture where I'll bring you up to speed on that info I just mentioned. After that, you've been granted special permission to view the railway guns. I see. Looking forward to it. Sounds like we've got a pretty packed schedule. Well, we did bring you all the way here, so we might as well make the most of it. Every nation possesses power in the form of a military, whether the military is large or small. Gorelia Fortress just happens to have that power in a very striking, easy to understand form. As students of a military academy, you have an obligation to know the scale of that power. The Empire of Erebonia wields at present a power you might one day be in charge of yourselves. What? Anyway, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying. No, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying the famous hash beef rice. I've heard it's the only decent food they have around here, so I've been looking forward to this all day. We should probably finish eating. Yeah. Though it's gotten a bit cold now. Maybe I'll go and ask for seconds. Oh, Eustace. If you don't want the rest of yours, can I have it? I'd sooner throw it away than give it to you. Okay, that should do it. Alright, that covers today's quota. Whew. I'm looking forward to a nice long bath. Well, you know how every time there's a military exercise coming up, the workload gets pretty crazy like this. Still, at least managing inventory has gotten a lot easier thanks to the Orbital Net. They've got everything hooked up on the network over in Crossbell, right? Wish the Empire would get on that a bit more. Think of the utility. Well, from the sounds of it, you need special equipment to send signals through a wired connection to make use of it. And considering the size of the Empire, it's probably going to be quite a while before it's a widespread thing here. Huh? An orbital mail? Looks like it's from HQ. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This right here is the problem with the Orbital Net. There's no such thing as off hours when they can just send you orders around the clock. Huh? What's going on? So get this. They're planning on doing some extra exercises tomorrow. That means we gotta outfit 20 Oxens with C units by tomorrow. 20! Seriously? Might as well start up another pot of coffee. We're in for an all-nighter for sure. Do we even have that many C units left? Actually, another lot came by freight just this evening. Exactly 20, if you can believe it. Guess we'll just have to get it done. Crap. At least let us take a shower. I'm gonna head down to the mess hall and grab some snacks. Want anything? Alright. I will be right back. I need to make a quick bathroom run. So, see you in a minute. Chill going down your throat when you just chug an ice cold soda. Oh. That's right. Or at least, that's what the intelligence division believes. It looks like a known terrorist organization from the Calvard Republic has turned up in Crossbell too. The situation over there is pretty touch and go right now. Oh no. What are the authorities doing? Everything they can, naturally. However, operations are being handled solely by the intelligence division. They refuse to tell the Imperial Army anything. Just that they have a trusted ally taking care of things. Gee. I wonder who that could be. Maybe if you play The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero, you'll find out. But who does the intelligence division trust? You've got to know something about this, right, Short Stack? Well, I do, but I can't really tell you anything. I guess it's not a breach of confidentiality to tell you they're a really strong bunch, though. It's still pretty vague. I've got a few ideas. Once again. Gee, I wonder who they could be talking about. It's not like if you play The Legend of Hero Trails from Zero, you'll know exactly what's going on. Anyway, there's not much point in us worrying about that right now. The bigger issue is that our terrorists of the hour, the Imperial Liberation Front, are a bigger crew than we thought. Big enough to be in possession of a state-of-the-art military airship, at least. Seriously? An airship? Can we assume Rhineford's the manufacturer then? Correct. Just how something that large found its way into the hands of insurgents is currently unknown. But it seems to be a high-speed model, different from the heavy armored types favored by the Imperial Army. I bet it's from the RF-26 series. There are a number of different models within that series, though. But if they have an airship, that means they're going to be that means they're going to be a whole lot more difficult to catch, doesn't it? That's exactly what it means. It's basically impossible to keep tabs on them as it is. With an airship in their possession, there's no telling when or where they'll pop up next. That's quite worrying, especially since Prince Oliver is attending the conference. And Toa's in Crossbell right now too. Yeah. Damn. Now you've got me worrying. Aw, take it easy. I don't think you have anything to worry about with Gramps and Lecter over there. Well, that aside, if terrorist attention is currently focused on Crossbell, does that mean the Empire is effectively safe right now? You raise a good point, Laura. They did target Princess Alphen during the summer festival last month. It's possible it's just a feint. Maybe they just want us to believe they're targeting the Chancellor. The Railway Military Police thought so too, which is why they've increased the security level here at home. The Emperor and everyone else connected to the Imperial family should be safe. They've also beefed up security anywhere that seems short-handed. As well prepared as ever, I see. At any rate, you finally uncovered some information on the terrorists' identities. You finally uncovered some information on the terrorists' identities, correct? That's right. Though once again, we have the Intelligence Division to thank for that. If you turn your attention to the screen, please. Oh hey, concept art. I know that face. Gee! That's the man who kidnapped Princess Alphen and Elise in Heimdall. Not to mention he tried to start a war with Calvard in the Nord Highlands. So, who is he? His full name is Michael Gideon. He used to be an assistant professor at the Imperial Academy in Heimdall. That man, a teacher? So an academic. Right. His focus was political philosophy. 3 years ago, he was dismissed from his position due to his intense criticism of Chancellor Osborne's hardline policies. Oh. So getting laid off set him on the road to terrorism. Well, it sounds like the actual reason he was let go was because he was handing out tracts and flyers in public. You'll find these kinds of idealists at the heart of most terrorist groups, though. In seeding a group with their core ideology, they twist it to be even more militant and radical. You can't even reason with them either. Yeah. They just don't know. They just don't know when to give up. Sounds like some other group I know. So, do we know anything about the others? We crossed paths with what I can only assume were 3 other key members last month in Heimdall. Yes, S, V, and C. It seems like they haven't been able to dig up much on those 3 yet. Their strongest lead right now is that V may have belonged to a Jaeger Corps. Interesting. He was toting around this machine gun that looked like it should have been mounted on a vehicle. Did he seem at all familiar with you? Did he seem at all familiar to you, Fee? Not really. They're working on narrowing down the identity of S2, but it's too early to make any informed statements. The real unknown is their leader, C. Ah, the one in the visored helmet. I heard he was able to go toe-to-toe with Reen, Laura, and Fee simultaneously. I almost find that hard to believe. I don't. I imagine there are plenty of people in the Empire who could do so. It goes without saying that the Radiant Blade Master could fend 3 of us off without much of a problem. But I'd bet good Mira, Instructor Sarah, and Major Neidhart could do it too. I can't say for certain. Ha! Look at Mr. Modesty over here. The Major here is widely held by the Major here is widely held to be one of the strongest up-and-coming officers in the entire army. I've heard people mention him alongside Major Vanders. Laying it on a little thick today, are we? Going by the family name, it seems safe to assume he's a practitioner of the Vander style of swordsmanship. No doubt a relative of Lieutenant General Vander from Zender Gate. While I would question whether I can stand on equal footing with him, Major Vander is unquestionably strong. He was my classmate during my military academy years, and quite close to Prince Oliver as well. In fact, he's in Crossbell right now, serving as the prince's bodyguard. Whoa. Well, that's reassuring to know. But getting back to the point, it's not just C. We still know very little about their group as a whole. Even their source of funding is a mystery. So even if there are no show in Crossbell, I doubt we've heard the last of them. And call it coincidence or fate, but you've been the kibosh of their schemes twice now. It's entirely possible they've come to hold a personal grudge against you, so be careful. Right. Yeah, we'll be sure to keep that in mind. You'll now be shown to the area where the railway guns are housed. All of what you're about to see is highly classified. I presume you're aware of the protocol surrounding confidential intel. Yes, Instructor. I'm getting kind of nervous. Me too. Guys, it's just a railway gun. I've seen them before. They're nothing to get all excited over. Orion, this part of the field study isn't mandatory for you. If you'd like to stay here and wait for us, that'd be more than okay. Jeez, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be the only one left behind. Honestly. Excuse me a moment. This is Neidhart speaking. Yes, hello, Commander Walter. Wait, Bueller wants to speak to me? Of course, put him through. What could you possibly be calling about at this time, at a time like this? What? What's happening? Huh? Is he taking a call from someone outside the fortress on his Arcus? Sure looks that way. Understood. We'll be on alert here as well. Yes, right. Take care out there. Did something happen in Crossbell? I'm afraid so. A short while ago, the skyscraper where the conference is taking place came under attack by the Imperial Liberation Front. The attack was carried out via airship. Fortunately, they were able to repel the terrorists, and Prince Olivert, Chancellor Osborne, and the others are unharmed. However, it's too early to tell if the danger has truly passed. They really did attack the conference. How foolish. But that's not all, is it? Something else strange happened. What was it? The terrorists were somehow able to gain access to the orbital net and manipulated the shutters that partitioned the building. Furthermore, they had with them a force of mechanical monsters. I don't like the sound of that. You found something like that in GLEGam, right? Yeah, we ran into one on the highway there. And they broke into the orbital net? Major, how much of Guerrilla Fortress is connected to the network? At present, it's only used for inventory and equipment management by the maintenance staff. Oh yeah, the maintenance staff did just get something last night. What was that? A tremor? It came from right below us. Below the hangar. What the hell? The oxen! Ugh. What happened here? They just started moving. No one's inside. They just started moving on their own. Did the C unit start malfunctioning? No, they couldn't have. What C unit? No, what's a C unit? It's an automatic control unit we put on vehicles that are going to serve as targets in military exercises. Ugh. How did C units end up attached to our most advanced tanks? This is really bad. Ugh. I'm going to assess the situation. I need you here to help fight the fire and help with the fires and assist the injured maintenance staff. Yes, sir. Please be careful out there. This is crazy. Hold on a minute. Are automatic control systems really capable of that level of advanced maneuvering? No, they're definitely not. Our current technology isn't capable of anything nearly this advanced. But if you were to apply tech using the archaisms, it suddenly becomes a whole lot more possible. Instructor, are you saying that the society might be involved in this? I'd say it's looking more likely by the minute. What are they? Isn't that the proving ground we visited yesterday isn't the proving ground we visited yesterday out that way? Ugh. Just what are they planning? What in Idios' name is going on here? Why are unmanned tanks roving around blasting the hell out of this base on their own? Well, it seems that last night headquarters sent an order to the engineers to fit those tanks with C units. Preposterous! I gave no such order. But never mind that. Right now, we need to focus on extinguishing the fire and quelling the confusion, and send a request for assistance to the 4th Armored Division. What should we do? I can't see us being able to catch up to them without a horse, at the very least. But what's their goal? What are they trying to accomplish here? Whatever it is, they definitely have some kind of game plan. We can't just stand aside and do nothing. Leave this to us. Isn't that Dad? Man's just fucking proudly standing on the tank. General, HQ apprised me of the situation. Leave those rogue tanks to us. We can't rule out the possibility that they're a diversion. I want you all to stay here. Understood, sir. Thank you, General. Be careful, Dad. You too, Elliot. 4th Armored Division, advance! Take out those out-of-control tanks by any means necessary. Our opponents are unmanned. There's no need to hold back. Wow. Your dad's really something else, Elliot. I admit, he is pretty cool when he takes charge like that. Well, it seems we no longer need to worry about those tanks, at least. But what are they after? That's the question of the hour, isn't it? We can't let our guard down just yet. Might I suggest we fall back to the fortress, Major? A prudent move, after we assess the level of damage inside. Hey, aren't those... Oh, excuse me. What in the... Hello there. The Imperial Liberation Front. Whoa! There's 2 of them. There's no way we could have known that. There's no way we could have known they had another force laying in wait. The hangar.
Do they seriously think they could breach an impregnable fortress?
Finally, I don't have to read.
They're just terrorists! Wipe them out!
Right back at you.
I feel like getting hit with a fucking machine gun that's supposed to be, like, mounted on a vehicle would do a lot more than just knock someone out like that. I feel they would go flying.
Then. We're headed straight for the left railway gun.
Yeah!
What's the Imperial Liberation Front doing here?
I thought they were in Crossbell.
Well, that is the main attraction. They sure didn't put up much of a fight, did they? Our mission is to support Comrade G over in Crossbell. Our target is the right railway gun. Let's show him some beautiful fireworks, shall we?
Yes, ma'am!
Well, never mind. That was short-lived. Oh. They're going for the left. They're going for both the left and the right? No, and the right wings? Shit! It's the railway guns they're after. No. No. Are they gonna fire them at the trade conference where the Chancellor is? If a shot from one of the railway guns hits that building, it'd blow the place to smithereens. So that's what they're after? This situation has escalated far beyond the scope of your field study. I want you all to stand by here. No way. We can't just stand idle. No. We can't just stand idle while these insurgents run amok. If you won't take us with you, then we'll take action ourselves. Look, time's one luxury we don't have. I think it's best to have them help us. Listen up. We're going back into the fortress. Group A and B, you're with me. Let's do this. Oh, hey. It's the first cutscene of the game. We're back where we started. It's all gone full circle.
It's no use! We can't even scratch them! What's happening? Who's in control of those things? Get in touch with the 4th Armored Division! We need backup from Lieutenant General Craig!
This is awful. What happened here?
How terrible.
I can smell smoke. Are they using gunpowder?
They've completely blindsided us. It appears that everything else they've done today was to serve as a decoy.
Right. It looks like their real target was the railway guns all along. Which means they must be serious about targeting that trade conference in Crossbell City.
They wouldn't! How low can they possibly sink?
So, they're intent on taking the Chancellor's head after all.
Resorting to such wanton violence? This is absolutely outrageous.
This does look kinda bad.
Understatement of the year.
Please, let us help. We don't know if reinforcements are on the way, and it doesn't look like we have much time left. We have to stop them before they can activate the railway guns.
Green's right.
I don't know how much we can really do, but considering the alternative, we have to try.
Right. I'm not about to let those terrorists have their way.
Looks like any attempt to convince you otherwise would fall on deaf ears. All right. Reen, you and the rest of Group A are with me. Group B, you'll be under the command of Major Neidhart.
One group will secure the gun in the right wing. The other group will secure the left. This is an actual combat situation, with real lives at stake. I expect the best from each of you.
Yes, sir! All right, Class 7. Our objective is to stop the activation of the railway guns. We've learned a lot at the Academy. It's time to put that knowledge to the test.
Understood!
Alright, I think I'll keep the team basically how the game has it. Ooh, excuse me.
Here they come.
They look just like that thing we fought during our field study.
Mechanical monstrosities.
Save the talking for later. We need to take these things out.
Got it!
We have nothing to fear.
My turn! All right, let's do this!
My turn.
Okay.
Oh no, you don't!
Of course.
Hey! Leave it to me.
The battle's over, but stay alert, everyone.
That should suffice.
No doubt about it. Those things were the same as the one we fought outside GLEGAMing.
It seems a large number of them are on the loose inside the fortress. I'm guessing that's what got the soldiers we just saw too.
It seems so. They definitely look more like orbally powered archaisms than monsters.
So these are archaisms.
Are you certain, Instructor?
Yeah, they're a kind of autonomous weapon made by a rather unsavory group. And a real... We need to hurry, but keep your wits about you.
Understood.
Okay, so now I have everything. Now I've managed to scan everything in Lonesome Castle. Everything that needs to be scanned in Gram. Is there anything that I missed here? Nope. Did I? I don't remember if I missed. If I accidentally missed anything going back. Pretty sure I made sure to scan everything so far going forward. Ah, fuck, I missed that thing. Alright, so another playthrough is eventually going to be needed to make sure I scan everything. And I missed that as well. Oh, wait, that was technically a spoiler I just showed you.
Leave it to me.
Yeah!
My turn.
Hey! Here's our chance. Don't mess it up. Leave it to me.
Here we go! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Let's put Fee back in, let's put Milliam back in front, actually. Let's head down, check every room. It should matter, I have... Right, breakable objects don't appear on the map. Lammy, I need you to move.
What the?
Looks like they were packing explosive charges. We'll need to find another route.
Shinies? No shinies. Lammy, move. Oh, this is something I'm so grateful that they kind of fixed in Cold Steel, in the future Cold Steel games, in like 3 and 4, is Clown Soleus does not, in fact, block you when you try and when you do this, because Clown Soleus will only show up when you demand breaking something. I'm not Clown Soleus, excuse me, Ergetlum.
Here's our chance.
I don't know why I said Clown Soleus.
Okay.
My turn.
Bonk.
Yeah.
My turn. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Nice.
It seems this is a storage area.
There! There! Plenty of archaisms wandering around here, too.
Bonk.
We have the advantage. Leave it to me.
Go! The second floor. Damn! Go!
And one for me. Not half bad.
You say as you outdo us.
Okay, I didn't. No, let me go back and beat up that monster over there. Oh, and I did miss breakable objects. El Bunk. And there are more breakable objects right there too, so good thing I did go back.
Here we go!
Cool. Okay, so I can only hit 2 at a time. We're better off using Autumn Leaf then, since it costs less.
There!
Here I go!
My turn.
Yeah!
Okay. Burning daylight. Making progress.
El Kabunk. Give me that shiny.
We have the advantage.
My turn.
Alright, same thing as before. I'm only going to be able to 2, so might as well use Autumn Leaf Cutter.
There!
Leave it to me.
Here I go! There!
It's my turn.
Yeah, this is it! Gotcha! We won, Emma! We won!
Well done.
I did it!
I've only just...
Give me the shiny.
We have the advantage. Okay.
Go! The second floor. Damn! We'll cut our own path.
Yay!
Treasure!
Treasure!
It's just a flare. It's just a standard flare bomb.
We finally got around to the other side.
The path to the right leads deeper into the fort. Let's keep moving.
Funk.
Here's our chance. Don't mess it up.
Go! The second floor. Gale!
Leave it to me. Lights out for them.
Nothing over there. Give me that chest.
That's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Ooh. Vanish is nice to have. If I didn't already have it.
Oh, an Orman charging station! There!
That door near it looks like it leads outside.
Probably an external corridor. Everyone, follow me.
There!
Alright, we are about to hit the end of where the prologue was. Or to be more exact, we're about to hit the end of where the tutorial was. Shiny? Yes. Get out of the way, Lammy.
Where are we?
This must be Gorelia Canyon. You can see Crossbell State on the other side.
There!
Those are...
The railway guns.
They're enormous.
They sure are.
Damn. How did they manage to get them prepped so fast? Don't tell me they're just gonna let them rip without even setting a target.
Instructor!
Alright, time for the tutorial, boss.
Are these
Except they're gonna
control
be
unit
ramped up.
archaisms?
Well, they're certainly not shy about bringing out the big guns.
Ugh, we don't have time for this. We need to take these things out fast.
Right there with you.
Let's send these cretins to the scrap heap.
Here they come! Be careful!
Yes, sir! Here goes!
My turn. All right,
Leave
let's
it
do
to
this.
me! Okay.
I'm bringing the thunder.
Okay. Arcus, activate. Yeah.
My turn. Now's our chance.
I'll help. Yes, sir! Get him!
Okay.
Let's see you live through this. Plasma storm.
Okay.
My turn. There.
Now. Okay.
Now, do it! Gotcha! My turn! There!
Okay.
Here we go. Flames, Gavel.
alert, everyone!
Great!
A matter of course.
Nice.
Alright, that was a lot easier.
A self-destruct mechanism. Does their cowardice know no bounds?
To be fair, it does make sense when they're a secret organization. They would rather not have their technology be learned by the opponents.
We're running out of time. I'm gonna go on ahead. Follow me as soon as you're sure it's safe to...
Rut-route.
Railway guns.
No, no, no!
No. Don't!
And that's where the tutorial ended. So now, we get to see what happens next. We finally, after, like, 10... No, more than 10, like, almost 20 hours, we finally get to see what happened.
What? They didn't launch anything.
Oh, maybe the first bullet in each of the railway guns is a blank to prevent firing accidents.
That would make sense.
What?
They do that?
Sure seems that way. And now that they fired once, it's gonna take some time before they're ready to fire again.
Then if we can reach them before that...
Yeah. There's no way we're going to let them get off a second shot.
Bunk!
Now's our chance! Let's smash them!
My turn!
Okay.
Yes, sir!
Yeah! Yeah!
My turn!
Leave it to me.
Do it! Gotcha! Wow, you're even better than they say!
Keep gawking and we'll leave you behind.
Bunk and bunk. Give me the shinies. Okay, so I want to go this way first to get these 3 chests. Oh, there's a monster chest.
Huh. There seems to be a treasure.
Let's go, Lemmy!
My turn! Alright, let's do this!
Leave it to me. I'm bringing the thunder.
My turn! Lemmy! Thanks!
Oh no, you don't! Go!
Oh, that one I do need to scan. I should have scope. Battle scope.
Okay.
The battle's over. But stay alert, everyone!
All that for a deep orchard. That's not too bad. If I remember correctly, I believe the deep orchard is actually very good. Is a very good armor piece. If again I didn't already have multiples by now, because again, New Game Plus. Yeah, defense. It's basically defense. All defense types plus 50, plus it prevents ceiling weak. Is there stuff that's potentially better than it? Oh, you bet your ass. But at this point in the game, it's very good.
Here's our chance. Don't mess it up.
Here we go! The second form! Gale! That's the power of the...
No shinies. Boo.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Orange cape.
There! There!
Oh, okay, so there's floor, central freight platform. I'm going to assume I do need to go to the central freight platform, but we are going to go into storage floor 1 just to see what's over there. No shinies.
There! Here's our chance.
Here we
Don't
go.
mess it up.
The second form. Gale!
My turn.
Yes, sir! Well, that's that. Look,
Making progress.
I've only.
Yeah, item. Oh, another monster
a
chest.
treasure chest.
Let's save just in case. I should be fine, but that one monster chest yesterday did spook me.
Okie doke, let's get started.
Oh, that's a lot of boys.
Here goes.
Here we go! All right, let's do this!
Yeah.
Once more, with feeling Clown Solarian.
Yes, sir! Blow him away! Are you alright? Bad idea!
Leave it to me.
Do it! Gotcha!
No, you don't.
Here we go!
Yeah. The battle's over, but stay alert.
I did it!
A matter of course.
And that gave me Hellfire. What does Hellfire do? Did I have it already? I forget if I had it already. I probably had it already. I didn't have it already? Unless it's on Emma. Unless I have it on Emma or Emma. That might be why it doesn't look like I have it already. Actually, no, I probably do have it on Emma. Yes, I already had it on Emma. That's why. Might as well put it on Usus. Don't mind me, I'm trying to think. Oh, right, I forgot I did design you to be the, I did design you while you're on the team to basically be my evasion tank. I didn't have you set up as a... I didn't have you set up for really anything else. Alright, when... I'm gonna have to... Once I get access to Fee, I'm gonna have to basically switch you out with her for that.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Here we go. Sit. We'll cut our own path.
El Bonk. Shiny.
Now's our chance! My turn! Well, that's that.
Nice.
Test number 1. El Kabonk. Chest number 2. And no shiny.
Here they come. Stay focused, class.
Here we go. Sit.
Okay. Yeah. Burn it.
El Kabonk. 2 shinies.
There! There!
We have the advantage.
Go. The second form. Damn. Now's our chance.
I'll help.
Are you hurt, Emma?
Actually, it was fun.
Another monster chest. Huh, wow. They're going all out with them. I forgot how all out they went with the monster chests in this chapter.
You mess with the
Here we
wrong
go.
teacher.
The second form. Damn. We'll cut our own path.
Yay! Treasure!
Enemy sighted. Here we go. All right. Let's do this.
Leave it to me.
Do it! Gotcha!
You're done.
Okay. Arcus, activate.
Yes, sir! Get him! Now's our chance!
Got it.
No, you don't.
Go!
Are you all right? There.
Yeah!
The battle's over, but stay alert.
Great.
Not bad.
Alright, that's how you get another domination. One, 2, 3, kabunk. Not a single shiny. Boo.
This is the freight platform. We finally made it to the other side.
We've got to be close. Just need to head up that staircase over there.
Yay! Treasure!
Shield 3, that's not bad, that's not bad. Let's speed up movement. Bunk bunk.
We have the advantage.
My turn.
Here we go. Second floor. That's the power of the...
Sarah here. Yeah, we're almost to the railway gun. Yeah, may Adios be with us both.
Is Group B almost there?
This is it, so get ready!
Understood.
There!
I don't remember if we're going to be going into back-to-back boss fights or just a single boss fight. Regardless, we save.
There's one of them!
So these are the railway guns.
It's gigantic.
And they intend to turn this on a city full of hundreds of thousands of innocent people.
Who the hell are you?
Are you those kids from the military academy?
Stay away from the railway gun.
What do you mean?
Enough from you!
We need to take them down as quickly as possible.
I mean, what do you mean by that? I'm confused.
Here they come. Stay focused, class.
Here I go!
Oh.
Get him!
Bonk.
Now's our chance!
Got it. My turn. The second door. Bam! Go!
Gotcha!
Leave it to me.
Okay!
Arcus, activate.
Ha! My turn. Now's our chance.
Gotcha! Here I go! Yeah!
No!
Okay.
No!
Lights out for them. Good work.
Remember the discussion we had yesterday about one of my friends starting out with Trails of Cold Steel? It's actually one of her first chosen. Okay. I mean, why are you asking me if I want you to DM them or not? That's what I meant by, she happens to be a streamer. Okay. I was just curious what you mean by, I'm just curious why you're asking me if I wanted you to DM them or not.
That should suffice.
No.
Oh, you're asking if I want you to DM me them. I mean, that's up to you. I don't care.
This isn't the first time I've crossed swords with the Imperial Liberation Front.
They don't seem really wrong, just really obstinate.
What would push them to go this far?
We can discuss that later.
Right.
Get back!
It would have been smarter to stay away, S.
I'm impressed you saw me coming, Purple Lightning. I see the rumors about you weren't just trumped-up stories.
I love a good compliment, but getting one from a terrorist just doesn't put a spring in my step. Still, I suppose the fact you're here means the other ringleaders must be over at the other gun.
V certainly is. As for Gideon, I'm sorry to say he lost his life in Crossbell a short while ago.
What?
For context on that, go play Trails from Zero.
He did?
I just received a call.
I still
about
need
him
to play
a few
that
minutes
myself.
ago. Apparently, he was killed by a real top-rate Jaeger Corps hired by your friend, the Blood and Iron Chancellor. Poor guy. I heard it was practically a massacre.
What a terrible way to go.
Well, Gramps isn't exactly known for his bountiful sense of mercy.
Actually, what?
If you don't want to die like a dog, don't run around snapping your fangs at everyone.
You keep talking like this has nothing to do with you, but I take it you've got no intention of beating a retreat. It sounds like you've got the railway gun set to automatic firing mode, too.
I was wondering what that sound was.
It was loading another round!
Oh, I was hoping you'd miss it in all your babbling. It's got, 10 minutes or so to go.
Conniving witch.
You can let us past, or we're going to force our way through.
Careful. She's a dangerous one to tangle with. And she's hiding something.
Oh, I thought. I guess I got my timing on the timelines for the two mixed up. I always forget if the conference is happening at the end of Zero or the middle of Azure. Or the early mid of Azure.
Right again.
Damn!
Giant archaisms!
Ooh, just my color, too. For borrowed muscle, I've really taken a liking to them. Gideon might have fallen, but it's not too late.
Okay. Yeah, as I've said the other day, I have not played the Crossbell arc yet. I'm waiting for them to go on a good sale on either Switch or Steam at this point. I don't want to get them on PlayStation since the PlayStation version doesn't have the added content that the Switch and Steam version has.
To send the Chancellor to join him on his way.
I don't know why they
Gehenna.
didn't. I don't know why for the PlayStation version. Because if I'm correct, I believe there is a PlayStation version that has the added content, but the one that they gave us is the one that doesn't have the added content.
How about you go instead?
Crossbell's counting on us. Strike with everything you've got!
Let's rock!
Think you can satisfy me, little kittens?
Go! All right,
Leave
let's
it
do
to me.
this!
Okay. I'm bringing the thunder!
It's my turn!
I'm pretty sure I have both of them scanned. Yep. Alright. Let's just go all the fuck out. Climb Solarium.
Here I go!
And, Ultimate Barrier.
Thanks! Bad idea!
Go!
Cool. Not close enough. Might as well just hit
Second
the Gale.
Damn! Now's our chance!
Gotcha!
Leave it to me.
Let me wait till you get your combat points are filled. Ooh, that didn't do as much as I was hoping it would. Mega Bomb!
My turn.
Oh, let me heal Rain up. You don't need him dying.
Here we go.
Now, yeah, you're close enough to one of them.
Aren't you feisty? We'll see how long that lasts.
Okay.
Bad idea!
Yeah!
Another Chrome
My
Solarian.
turn.
Fuck, none of your attacks have impede. Let's just go heal Emma.
Thank you very
My
much.
turn! Get up! Now!
How about this?
Okay.
Go. There. Go.
Gotcha! Now!
Oh, this is gonna be overkill.
My turn!
Huh, it was not overkill.
How humiliating.
Well, that's that. Let's get going.
Making progress.
I did it!
Nice.
No!
Systems deactivated. Thank goodness.
Ah, you got me. Shouldn't have expected any less from the ace of the 4th Armored Division. Or from Sylphid. The rest of you weren't half bad either.
I can't believe you could take on this many of us at once.
You are one tough old bear.
Neidhart here. We've regained control of the left railway gun.
And we've deactivated the right wing's railway gun over here. Good work.
We did it.
Oh, thank goodness.
My. You can hardly call our crossing paths coincidence at this point. Oh well, no matter. Everything played out just like C said it would, both here and in Crossbell.
What are you talking about?
Comrade S.
What? How can they still move?
We'd completely incapacitated them.
Go, Comrade S.
Regroup with Comrades C and V and bring the hammer down once and for all!
That's the plan. Well, I'll catch you all in the great beyond.
What? No!
She wouldn't.
Damn.
All of you
My name
ranged
is
fighters, and you couldn't hit your target.
Leader of the Imperial Liberation Front. Allow me to extend my congratulations. You did well, fending off our two-pronged attack here and in Crossbell. But you would be foolish to assume this is the end of it. The hammer of judgment shall fall again. I'm ready. Are you?
How can this be?
So this is the Imperial Liberation Front.
They're even more brazen than I'd heard.
So C was here after all.
Who is he anyway? Even the intelligence division's drawing a blank trying to gather info on him.
At least this time we managed to capture some of them alive. And they will talk.
What the hell? Is this poison?
What?
This is bad. Looks like these guys all swallowed neurotoxin capsules. I don't think we're gonna be able to save them. I doubt it'll work, but I'm gonna try to neutralize the poison. Emma, if you've got any herbs you think might help, give me a hand here.
Of course!
Do you think they'll pull through?
Not sure. I'd give them 50-50 maybe.
Even if we can keep them alive, there's no guarantee they'll regain consciousness.
No!
Why? Why would they go this far? These are the kinds of people we're dealing with.
With some quick thinking, hard fighting, and a little luck, we were able to stop a potentially devastating terrorist attack in its tracks. But with the political climate as it was, this incident, overshadowed by the crisis in Crossbell, was never made public. In the days that followed, we still felt shaken, our eyes newly opened to the dangers facing our homeland, both outside and within.
Drinks are on me someday. Good showing, everyone.
Fuck, I missed some. I must have missed something at some point. I didn't get the S. I wonder what I missed. Granted, what is it? It's been well over a fucking year since I started Chapter 5. So, Lord knows what I did end up missing. Alright. Seeing as we did just finish a chapter, and we're about 3 hours in, which is my usual stopping point, I think I'm going to end the stream off here for today. So, with that all being said, as always, do give me a follow over on the social medias if you'd like to know when I'm going live, who I'm going live with, what I'll be playing, and all of that stuff. As well, if you joined midway through the stream and you want to... Where the frick is it? And you want to see what you missed, I will have the VOD up tomorrow around 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Around 12:30 Eastern Time, so go check out my YouTube as well. Other than that, I'll be back around my usual time, somewhere between 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. If I am able to start my stream around 4 or 5, I'll probably play more of this tomorrow. If not, I will probably either pick back up on my Infinite Fusions run, or I'll pick back up on my Pokemon Violet run. If I start my stream at 6 p.m. tomorrow. So, stay tuned for that. Keep an eye out for that. With that all being said, I do thank you all for coming. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.